In this week's episode of our Big Lap series, we make our way into Kakadu National Park. This place really blew us away with some spectacular views, epic hikes, and the best swimming holes yet. Plus, we finally get to see some crocs at Cahill's Crossing. We are Daniel and Bianca from Explorebound, and this is our Big Lap series. At the start of 2025, we packed our entire life into our trusty D-Max and headed off for the trip of a lifetime.
Starting in Perth, WA, we are making our way around mainland Australia to try and see as much of this beautiful country as we can fit into the year.
We'll be sleeping in our rooftop tent and living out of our fully custom DIY canopy fit out that's been a year in the making just for this trip.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey while we take you through all the highs and lows that the Big Lap can bring.
This series is proudly supported by Anaconda and also made possible thanks to iTech World, Altic and Tigear.
Welcome back to another episode. We are still in the Northern Territory. It is still very hot outside, and today we are heading into the Kakadu National Park, which is another big ticket item in the Northern Territory, and one that we've been wanting to do. However, we're not too sure what we're actually going to be able to do.
Yeah, so here quite early on in the season, so a lot of this stuff is still closed due to the weather conditions that this region of Australia experiences this time of year. So because of that, our first port of call is going to be to call into the visitor centre here in Kakadu, have a chat to them, work out what they recommend we can do based on what's currently open.
Yeah, but one thing that we will definitely be doing, and is sort of open, is Cahill's Crossing. So
yes.
A very renowned and very well-known crossing, mainly for its crazy tidal changes with the level of the river, and also the amount of crocodiles that live in this river.
And hopefully you can also hear us speaking okay right now, because we are cruising at 130 kilometers an hour, which is very weird for us coming from the other states where the limit is a max of 110, but Northern Territory, they like it a bit faster up here. So the D-Max is handling it well. I've been keeping a close eye on my custom little monitoring system up on the dashboard here to make sure the temperatures aren't getting too hot. But touch wood, the D-Max has been handling these speeds like an absolute champion.
Yeah.
Hey, how you going? We just want to see what's open, what's closed.
Sorry, probably repeating yourself a lot this morning. That's what I'm here for.
Awesome, well, thanks for your help.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
that.
Travels,
Thank you.
enjoy, watch out for animals on the road.
Thank
Drink
you.
plenty of water.
We will.
Thanks.
Perfect, thanks.
Alrighty, been into the visitor centre and spoken to a very friendly staff member there who's given us many brochures, maps and pamphlets. As we suspected, a lot of this park is unfortunately closed because we're just here so early in the season. A lot of it's, there's lots of road closures and stuff we can't actually get to see, but of the stuff we can see, we're pretty keen to still try and make the most of our time here.
We've only got like 4 camping spots to choose from in the whole park, which is pretty nuts. But one thing that we definitely can do is Cahill's Crossing.
Yes.
We won't actually cross it because A, you need a permit to go into, that's then Arnhem Land.
Yep.
And B, I don't want to get eaten by crocodiles, so I don't think I need to.
That is a place we were hoping to see a bucket load of crocs here. See those videos on YouTube and Instagram and whatnot of like tons of crocs there. Chatting to the lady at the store here though, she said that this time of year there actually isn't that many crocs.
Basically we're at the very end of their wet season. So yeah, apparently the crocs are still quite happy and chilling in their normal zones, quite well fed after a wet season, and they haven't yet moved in to their usual hunting grounds for the dry season. But there still might be some.
Apparently high tide is a time when you're most likely to see some, so that's in about 2 hours from now, so we'll suss that out. Then head south, because what we're wanting to explore tomorrow is south, so we'll head down the Kakadu Highway.
It's like 180 kilometres give or take south. This is quite a big park, I should say that. And in the Aboriginal culture, it covers many countries in there. So like a country in Aboriginal culture isn't like Australia. There's many countries that make up Australia.
Yeah,
so,
like thousands, isn't there?
Yeah, so Kakadu has quite a few actually, and there's some info here at the visitor centre, which is pretty interesting.
But we'll try and make the most of it, and for now, we're going to get on the road, get some cash, and go and check out Cahill's Crossing.
Yeah, hope to see some crocs. So normally when we do creek crossings, I would jump out whoever's filming.
Passenger is out of the car.
Passenger jumps out and crosses the river or whatever and films it. That's not happening when we're in Kakadu because
not the Kakadu way.
I refuse to risk my butt or my toes being eaten by a crocodile. So this is how we do our creek crossings now. Here's a creek.
Let's cross it.
Daniel's driving. I'm staying in the car.
Very vlog style creek crossing.
We're just going to use the Osmo.
You can tell how early we are in the season. This is just the bitumen road that's currently covered by this creek crossing.
Do you spot any crocs? No crocodiles can be seen.
We've just pulled into Cahill's crossing, parked the car, and walking down to hopefully see some crocodiles. Playing a game of croc or log. That one was a croc.
That one was a croc.
As we continued playing our new favourite game of croc or log, the tide turned, causing the water level to rise and start running in the opposite direction, and a few larger crocs made an appearance. So that was Cahill's crossing, and we saw 2.5 crocodiles, as Bianca would put it. So 2 decent sized ones and 1 little baby. So that was a win, considering the lady was saying that at the information centre that there's not a high chance of seeing a lot of them at the moment. So to see 3 is pretty good.
Yeah.
But we're back in the car now, heading on to something else.
Yeah, so we thought we're going to go and have a look at the Uber.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it. We'll put it up on the screen. But there's a lot of rock art around here, and there's also like a little 1 kilometre track where you can go up and climb on top of a rock and get like a nice view. So we're not sure if we're going to do the walk yet because it is really hot. The breeze has dropped off in the last like 10 minutes, and it's just really quite steamy.
It looks sticky as well.
Yeah, it's very sticky, and we're both just feeling like really tired. This weather does seem to take it out of you very quickly. So.
And camp is about an hour and a half away from where we are, or maybe 2 hours from where we're going to be.
Where we are.
So that's also something that we're considering as well, but keen to at least poke our nose up and see what it's about. After watching one of the most spectacular sunsets we'd seen all year, we pointed the D-Max south and made the 2-hour journey to find camp for the night. Good morning and welcome to day 2 in Kakadu National Park. You join us pretty early in the morning, probably not as early as we were hoping, but early nonetheless to do another hike. So where are we off to?
We are going to Motorcar Falls today. It's a 7.5k return walk, so it's about 4 to 6 hours. So yeah, it's supposed to be somewhat easy-ish, moderate, they say.
Yeah, so we've got our hiking packs at the ready, camelbacks inside, so we've got water on tap ready to go.
I've just got the camelback.
Got some proper shoes on for once and keen to go explore this falls.
Yeah.
So the first section of this track is pretty flat and tame. I would say nothing too strenuous. However, there is a lot of tall grass around. So we are being vigilant of wildlife, in particular snakes. We do have a snake bite kit in our pack ready to go. So fingers crossed we don't come across any.
We haven't seen one yet. I just hope we don't see one on the way back.
Before actually leaving on this trip of Australia, Bianca's suggestion, we actually both did a first aid training course, which included snake bite recovery and what to do in those situations.
And
so
CPR and all the fun things.
Yeah, I think that was definitely worth doing. You just don't know what's going to happen in remote places like this.
So I've done, for me it was a refresher because I've done heaps of them from working on the mines and then again as a school teacher. But Daniel had never done a first aid course. And that to me is baffling because obviously both careers that I've had have required it, and so it's just been a normal. And
desk jobs don't require first aid.
Even when I was in high school though, like I was in the cadets corps and you know, we did first aid all the time there, and so yeah, it's just like didn't even cross my mind when Daniel told me he'd never done one before. I was like, what?
Definitely worth doing and something to think about if you are planning a big trip like this. This can't hurt to be a little bit more prepared than you originally are.
Tell you what, I feel a lot safer now that he's done the course because he's going to be performing it on me. This is my face permanently through all of this. Nature, it's all over me. Get it off.
So Bianca just got some sad news come through her phone as we're hiking along the track. Must have got some reception and what's happened?
I did. I had a missed call from my dad. Sorry, some grass. We walked opposite sides of it. Missed call from my dad and then a message saying that Boris is gone.
Now Boris, you might be thinking, family member, childhood friend.
Cat, dog.
Vehicle. So this is Bianca's first ever car she learned to drive in.
I'm so sad.
Many years ago. It was a car she drove when I first met her.
He was a 1991 Ford Laser in red, mint condition, no power windows, no air conditioning, nothing. Just a basic, you know, you can fix it with a cable tie.
Yep.
But I had so many memories in that car. You know, Daniel told me how to do J-turns down at Point Walsh car park at midnight.
Back when we were irresponsible children.
I learned how to drive front wheel cars on gravel roads.
Yep.
I've got many memories. So, that car has broken down many times. He's got the most indestructible clutch you'd ever see. But I'm so sad because they told me they were going to sell him. Because, you know, my mum finally got a new car and Boris has just been taking my dad to and from work. And Daniel used to think that I just had really bad road rage problems. And I was like, no, you just try driving that car in like 40 degrees heat.
Because this is back when Bianca was living in Bridgetown and I was in Perth.
Yeah.
And so she'd drive up to spend the weekend togetger and she'd just arrive, be so angry, like, don't talk to me for the first half an hour.
Yeah, actually I was really grateful.
Why are you so angry?
He used to be really grateful that Daniel's family had a pool. So I remember one time just walked straight through the house. I was like, get in the pool. Yep. Don't talk to me, I'm so hot.
So we'll have to chuck up some photos of Boris so you guys can try and enjoy or join in the sentiment a little bit there, but
Yeah.
it's the end of an era for Bianca. I reckon there's evidence of a track up here.
Yeah, I can see where you're at.
This is quite beautiful coming through here. So we have made it to Motorcar Falls after the hike wasn't too bad, to be honest.
No, it was nowhere near as bad as I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be. So
And what a spectacular view at the end. That falls is epic.
it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know if that falls will be running for much longer either. Like it's running now, but it's not like raging. So I feel like in another few weeks that might be dried up.
Yeah.
So
But we are here,
wow.
hike complete. Alrighty, with Motorcar Falls complete, we've now pretty much ticked off all the stuff in Kakadu we had on our very condensed list based on what was currently open. And so yeah, our Kakadu experience is pretty much finished.
yeah, so that is Litchfield and Kakadu ticked off of our list. Quite quick through there, but yeah, as we said.
Both quite different environments too. Kakadu is much bigger than Litchfield. It's a huge national park. Definitely allow quite a few days, like probably 4 or 5 days to see it properly if stuff's open, more than it was for us. Litchfield's smaller, easy to tick off in a weekend, pretty much.
Yeah, and the fires weren't too bad, which was great. But do prepare yourself to be like inundated with a random assortment of bugs during the day and night.
Spiders, insects, flies, lizards, everything.
Yeah, everything. We had a little gecko thing in our, I don't know how he got on our canopy. We've had huntsmans, we've had everything. So yeah, enjoy that. I definitely didn't. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching our Kakadu episode of the Big Lap series. Stay tuned for our next episode coming out soon, which may or may not be one you guys are expecting, depending on how our planning goes over the next couple of days. But we're excited for the next chapter. Yeah, thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Happy gapping. Join us next week as our trip takes a dramatic turn. Instead of east, we point the D-Max west and head in the direction of home, stopping in at a very special location to relive some of our favourite camping memories, explore some brand new destinations in our home state, and bring you up to speed as to why we're here.